What's up, guys? This is Imperial99 and I'm back with another video. And in this video I'm going to be showing you guys my PSP setup. Now I did a while back, I did a previous setup video on my Alienware M11X, and this time we'll be doing my PSP 3000 setup. So with that said, let's get into it. You can see from the box here, I picked up the Madden one. It's not really much of a bundle, it basically just includes basically like a free game for 170, which is the same price as the regular PSP 3000 you get it with Madden, so it's a pretty good deal, I guess. But let's move that aside. Let's get into the system itself. There you go. You can see the system itself. It's the PSP 3000. I'm sure you've all seen it by now. Um, nothing much. Very light and a pretty good handheld system. I definitely recommend this one over the PSP Go. I'm just not a fan of the PSP Go. In fact, I really hate it. So next up, let's show off the games. As you know, I did pick it up with, of course, Madden 11. Alright, so let's move that. Now, also, speaking of with this, I hate the slip covers, but unfortunately, what are you going to do? It came with a game like this, nothing I can do about it. So, moving that aside, let's get into the actual games. I did pick up 13 others besides just Madden 11. And you know, the best thing about PSP games is that they're very cheap, they're very affordable, and even the brand new games are only 40 bucks, and it's very affordable. So, let's get into them. First game we have here is God of War Chains of Olympus. When I had my PSP back in the day, I played and beat the game. It's a very good game. In fact, when I had my old PSP, I think it was the 2000, this was my favorite game I had for PSP. So, I had to get it again. Next one up, we have Grand Theft Auto Chinatown Wars. Now, another very good game that I played. I played a little bit of it. I didn't beat the whole game, but it's a very good game. I mainly played it on DS. I beat the game on DS. And then played a little bit of it through on PSP. So, let's move that aside. But a very good game, though. Now we have kind of a make-or-break game. A lot of people will say that this game is really good, or some people will say that it's just missing something big. And I'll lean more to the missing something portion of it. This is Gran Turismo, of course, on the PSP. And it's a very good game, graphically wise, and you know, obviously it has a lot of cars in it. It's an amazing game in that aspect. Gameplay is great, same Gran Turismo we know and love. But there is one major flaw to it: no single player mode, and to me that was a huge mistake. I think they should have put a single player mode in there. Otherwise, the game would have been perfect. But because of the lack of single player mode, it's only I would say a slightly above average game, maybe an 8.5 out of 10. But still a very good game though. And I loved it on PS3. Got to get it on PSP, and that is of course Little Big Planet. Now I have 3 games on PSP that I also own on PS3. Madden was one of them, and now Little Big Planet is the second. I absolutely love Little Big Planet, and now you can have it on the go. It's just as cool. Okay, so now next up we have Loco Roco 2, another very good platformer. There's a lot of good, people knock PSP all the time and say, well, it's not a real good system, it's not really dependable, whatever they say about it. But I'll tell you, there's a lot of good games for it. Extreme amount of a lot of good, and you know, a lot of them, just like most of these, are only on PlayStation, so all exclusive to the PSP. And Loco Roco 2, very good platformer, just like Little Big Planet. Next up is my favorite game on the PSP by far. I mean, I love the series, and I'm having a hard time thinking about which one I like better between this one or the last Metal Gear game that I played, and that was Metal Gear Solid 4 on the PS3. This one I absolutely love, though. I haven't beaten the whole game yet, but I've played about 14 or 15 hours into the game, and I just love it. And that is, of course, Metal Gear Solid Peace Walker. Now, there's other Metal Gear games on the PSP, but but the ones that I've played are just not that good. So, if you're gonna get a Metal Gear game and you want to get one on PSP, this is the one to get. However, I will say that the single player is extremely hard. So, beware that it is going to be very challenging. But you know, there's nothing. You can always just upgrade your stuff, and eventually you'll beat your part. Eventually you can probably beat the part that you're stuck on. And if you're not, there's co-op, and co-op in this game is awesome. So I might even do a review on Metal Gear Solid Peace Walker because I think it's just so amazing. So, and it's also a definite Game of the Year candidate too, in my opinion. So now next up, another game that I have on PS3 I decided to get portable, and that is Mod Nation Racers. Now, now that I'm mentioning Mod Nation Racers, I want to correct one thing. Now, a while back I put up a review of this game and Red Dead Redemption in the same video. It was a dual review that I did. And I said that I said that there was one problem with the game and only one problem with it, and that was the long load times. And they fixed it. They've updated with a patch. So I'm going to correct my review on that on Mod Nation Racers on the PS3 and say that it was very good. Now I haven't played it on the PSP yet, but from what I've heard, it's pretty good. Not as good as the PSP version, but definitely it's for a handheld, it's pretty awesome. So definitely like it. And that's Mod Nation Racers. Next up, another platformer. Another real good platformer, and that is, of course, Patapon 2. I've heard mixed reactions about this game. I wanted to try it for myself. Haven't played it yet, though. But it is, from what I've heard, pretty good. So definitely look forward to getting to play that. Next up, I love the series. I absolutely love it. I have both games that are on the PS3, and I had to get the one that's on the PSP as well. And that is, of course, Ratchet & Clank Size Matters. Very good. I just love the Ratchet & Clank games. I have Tools of Destruction, and I have Tools of Destruction rather, and A Crack in Time both on PS3. And also, speaking of series that I absolutely love, I love the Resistance series. I have Resistance Fall of Man and Resistance 2 both on PS3, and now I also picked up Resistance Retribution on the PSP as well. Alrighty. And now my second favorite PSP game you're going to see, and that is, of course, I'm a huge fan of the series, and I can't wait for SOCOM 4 to come out later on next year in March. But I'm definitely a huge fan, and from what I just picked up and have played of this is an amazing game. And it's SOCOM U.S. Navy SEALs, of course. Fireteam Bravo 3, and out of all the Fireteam Bravo games, this is definitely the best one. I played the original and the second. And the second one I didn't like that much. The original one was okay. But this one is just awesome. Very cool. So, if you're a SOCOM fan and you have a PSP, definitely get this game. Okay, guys, 2 games left. And next one is a classic. I think it was, I'm not sure if it was an official launch game. I'm pretty sure it was, though. And it's a great game for it. I love the series. It's one of my favorite franchises of all time. And I can't wait to get a new Twisted Metal game on PS3. But for now, I have my Twisted Metal head on, so I can get my Twisted Metal fix on the go. And it's amazing. Amazing game. I played it, when I got the original PSP 1000 at launch, I think. So, it's a very good game. I played hours of this game. Okay, so, moving on. And the last game I did buy one collector's edition. It's officially tagged the Premium Edition. But it's pretty good. I've played about an hour of it already. And I love the Premium. I love the collector's edition. As you know me, and collector's editions I do love. So definitely like it. And that is, of course, E7. Now it's pronounced E7. I'm not really too sure why. I'm not really big on Japanese games, but this one I will admit is pretty fun. And for a collector's edition for only $50 if you can find it, definitely pick it up. It's a lot of fun. And nice pretty thick box there. Nice back cover, and of course it comes with I don't know if you guys can see that, but it comes with like a map, an art book, soundtrack, and the actual game itself. Pretty nice, pretty good content. But there you have it, guys. That's my 14 total PSP games, my PSP 3000. Basically, here's an overview of everything. You see the PSP case, the PSP, all my games. And the last thing I want to show you is I'm going to show you guys I'll give you a little sneak peek into my next video, or one of my main next videos. I did reserve it, and I am about to go pick it up. So definitely look for this video in a matter of a little bit over a week. And that is going to be, bang, the Halo Reach limited edition unboxing. So check that out when I get it. But for now, until then, this is Imperial 99, and I'm out.